Now my seat, if you've seen my earlier walk around videos, my seat has issues. Okay, so you can see here the seat is bending here. Okay, and part of the problem is this bracket is supposed to be riveted onto this frame, and so the bracket is moving and then it's all wobbly and it's going to bend this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these tracks off here and here, 412 millimeters, and see if I can drill a hole and weld this back to the seat frame and kind of fix it. For now, the seats are in rough shape, but the frames are all there. If I can fix this frame, then I could just buy some seat covers or have it recovered, because these seats are not cheap. They are not cheap. Okay, be back. Okay, so here's the problem with the seat. So that is where the seat track bolts onto. Okay, but these two spots here are where the seat attaches to this bracket. So I need to, and this is held on by an E-clip back here. So there's hope here to fix this. So I can pull this E-clip out, pull this bracket out, straighten it up, and maybe separate, pull these hog rings out and separate the seat here and weld this bracket back onto the seat frame. Kind of repair that there. You could drill it and use bolts. You could do that. In fact, and if I use nuts and bolts, it wouldn't be as strong, but it I might not have to pull this cover off, which the cover is gone, but I don't really want to get into that right now. I'd rather just repair it and then drop it off and get it reupholstered. So let's see what we can figure out. Be back. Okay, I got my bracket, cleaned it off with the wire wheel, and kind of poked at. See where it kind of split. So my strategy here, I'm going to hold this and try to get it tacked there, and then I'll shape this tab and everything around the seat, but with this crack kind of coming back, and then eventually I'll come back, I'll weld all this up there to make this all structurally strong again. I'm just going to take my cutoff wheel and run it in there to create a little gap so I can get this back in where it needs to go. Okay, I created a little gap here, and I kind of like how that, is it perfect? No, it could rotate in just a little bit more, but then I'd have to cut this right here, and I think if I just hit a tack there, then this is going to be well close enough, especially since I'm going to have to weld these two spots from the back side anyways. If they're off just a little bit, it's not going to matter. Okay, I didn't really like how my welds were coming out, so I switched it over to MIG. Got my gas set up. Smart MIG, had to swap polarities, swap the roll, solid wire, and then we'll go to town on this. You can see it was just boogering it up. Now, would it have worked? Yeah, absolutely. So you could just keep going, fill it in, grind it out, fill it in, grind it out, and it's fine. I'm not the best welder. I'm still learning, but this is coming back together nicely. I just ground it flat so that I could see what I was doing and clean off where I want to hit it. As you remember, there was a crack here, and so we're going to fill this in and grind it until we don't see any more of those holes. Okay, so looks like we got this thing welded up pretty good. Pretty happy with the bend here. It's really hot, so I can't touch it, but pretty happy. A lot of grinding, not the best welding. It's challenging, the thickness and getting it dialed in, but we got it. There's a few little pinholes, but I think overall it's going to be plenty strong. If you recall, there was a crack coming in here. That was some of the better welding. I just did spots, tacks, and then once I kind of got it dialed in, it started working better. But I did go back and try to fix a spot up here, and I blew through it, and then I had to build it all back up and grind it out. So I'm calling that one good for now. And then I'm going to have to figure out that frame and see what we can do with that. All right. So more to follow. Okay, I clipped the hog rings off, saving the foam and the seat cover. It's shot, but they'll use that as a template to rebuild the new one. So I got my seat off, the seat pan, and our job now is going to be to bend this back to about where it needs to be and then weld it back onto the seat frame. So on the bracket here, we had the 2 spots, 4 spots. So there's 4 of them that need to be adjusted, if you will. And it's not quite right, as you would expect, so yeah. Okay, check it out. So bend it. Maybe I could bend that. This little tab right here. It's a little straighter, but you'll see right there. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm in those 2 rivet holes where my welds cracked out before. And it comes down and that hits, and then this one's just a little bit up in the air. Boom! I like it. I think that would be good. Okay, let's take a look. Good there, good there, there. And I'm over the bottom hole, so I know I'm good there. So let's start with this one up here first. All right, let's try it all the way cold. See, trying not to blow through it. Could be a little hotter. from bad Chad. Bad Chad, you're awesome dude. So you basically just bridge the gap with your coat hanger. Just adds a little material. You're trying to fill in a hole. Basically, every time I kept touching it, it kept blowing through. So, I mean, it's on there now. I'll add a few more, but we can grind it off, but just don't want to leave it. Practicing. One down, pretty go. Good news is that I think I got my welder issue figured out, so these should go much better. Better, didn't blow through it. Still a little bit cold. I bumped up the wire speed, so I think we're doing pretty good there. These things are melting. Yeah, it's on. I see evidence back here, a good penetration. Go a little bit higher. I like the wire speed though. Okay, so back here, you can see I'm getting penetration there and there. So I'm pretty confident in that. All I'm gonna do now is flip it over, and I'm gonna get this and get this right here, and I might throw a little bead right there just for good measure, and then we'll have to bend this in order to get it in the seat properly. So let's do that. Is it perfect? No. Is it good enough? Yes. Is it gonna hold? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Now it's that done. Okay, so we have our seat frame with the repair here. We might have to adjust that a little bit. Here's our seat cushion. Basically it goes like that. Now, I'm not going to hog ring it all back in. I might put one or two in there. I'm just going to slip it in there. About where it's at. Just so we can verify before we pay to get it recovered that everything fits right. Okay. So for now, let's just zip tie it. It's got to get recovered because this cover is trash, but this will get me riding down the road until I can recover it. Okay, our clip's in, seat's in. Let's check it out. Way better, way better, way better. All right, let's throw the tracks on, and this thing is fixed. Okay, seat's good to go. Check it out. So ended up having to put a nut behind here, but it's going to work just fine. And it's solid. The other one bolted on just good. Got the cover on. Our E-clip is on here. Everything lines up. There's no binding, nothing like that. The seat's tired. It sucks. The foam here is worn down. You can see from getting in. Yeah, I'll just hold that. One track, only one track locks, but you can see it's torn, worn down. But the frame is good to go now. Now I can take this seat, drop it off, and have it reupholstered, or I can order the online kit with the foam and the factory OEM look upholstery and do it myself. So I'm pretty happy. Now I've got a roadworthy seat that doesn't feel like it's just going to fall back on you. So that's a great video, how to repair, weld your seat up. Pretty simple. We may do another video with the seat covers if I end up going that route, or I might just drop it off and have it done. Until next time, see you.